What's good, everyone? What is good? This is your boy bonthagreat coming to you with another pause to recharge segment. As you can see, I have made an acronym for us. You know what I'm saying? To continue our positive motion towards gaming, real life, college life, and work life. You know what I'm saying? Anything for gamers that live on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? So the first one, ponder. Take a mindful moment to think before reacting. Acknowledgement. Recognize your feelings, surroundings, and what truly matters to you. Unplug. Step back from noises, distractions, or stress. Shift. Gently adjust your mindset toward peace or positivity. And the last one, not recognize, stupid. Energize, return with renewed clarity and purpose. So, with that being said, I don't have to do a think piece on that. You know what I'm saying? This is for you to that is for you to analyze it for yourself, you know what I'm saying, and bring about what you feel about, all those, you know what I'm saying, apply those to your life for it to help you through your life while playing the game or whatnot, because we all know we all play games for different reasons, but the main common reason that we do play the games is to relieve stress and get our mind off of the real world. So, moving forward, I have about a good 20 suggestions from me to you on, gaming with pretty much just all kind of gaming and what we can bring. Okay, I turned them down. What we can bring to our everyday lives. You know what I'm saying? So the first one, the pause button in real life. How taking breaks in real life mirrors pausing mid-game to regain control. So if you know in certain games you can't pause, but there are a plethora of games to where you can pause in the middle of a fight, think about what's going on, or even heal or buff your body, or even heal your body. You know what I'm saying? So that key right there, you can also take in real life, because you'll put your step back and you can just be like, wait a minute. Maybe you know what I'm saying? So, I think that's a good way to interpret that into your life. Take a break. Sometimes you gotta step back and you got to think about what is going on, right? All right. So the next one, leveling up your mental armor, building resistance, like upgrading gear in an RPG. So with that one, right? Building up your mental armor, you know what I'm saying? Go read a book or take the time into polishing up everyday uses, as in speech, um, maybe some mathematics, depends on your job or what you're trying to do, what you like to do. You know what I'm saying? Just building up some kind of resilience to yourself to, you know what I'm saying, to help you throughout the day, throughout the week, whatever you need to do, gear up so you can be powered up for the next stage in your life, right? So the next one is respawn mindset, bouncing back from a setback in games and in real life. So with me, right? So we're gonna do in game in real life, right? So y'all, if y'all been following me, you know I just be Wu Chang or whatever the case may be. And so when you're playing those type of games, Souls like games or whatever, a boss may drag you for minutes or hours. Now, I have never been dragged for days. Never been dragged for days. been close to it though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta back step, you know what I'm saying, step back, analyze your gear, analyze your strategy, figure out the movements from the boss or whatnot, and then you know what I'm saying, once you feel comfortable or whatever, you can either be aggressive with it or you can just be kind of cool and lenient with it and wait on attacks. Me, I really don't like to wait on attacks. I like to just attack aggressively. So bringing that to real life, with the real life thing, I used to have a problem with calculus or whatever, right? So it took me to actually buckle down and actually learn a lot of the stuff so I can be prepared for the next test or the next quiz or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? If I had to take additional notes in order for me to, you know what I'm saying, in order for me to succeed in that mindset, that goal set, because a lot of things in life, you know what I'm saying, it's best not to just take it head on or whatnot. Sometimes you have to prepare, like Batman with prep time. You got to have some kind of prep time when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, these type of things, because you never know where you'll put yourself if you don't do it or whatever, right? Right. So co-op healing. How multiplayer games foster connection and reduce loneliness. So I've just now started back playing. Well, I ain't gonna say started back. I just started playing a lot more shooters or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shooters are multiplayer games. So a lot of my friends like to play shooters. I've been playing Delta Force. I like Battlefield 6. I'm not going to get Call of Duty because I'm not a Call of Duty player. I don't like Call of Duty. Never will like Call of Duty or whatever. So, you know, it's just more so me kicking it with my friends and playing those type of games, even though I do like the storyline games, the Souls games. I like Girls of War. What else? I just like horror. I just like games. You know what I mean? And a lot of the games that people don't like to play because there is no multiplayer, I like those type of games or whatnot. And you know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it's cool to play single player games to test your strength and abilities and your mental or whatever the case may be. But sometimes it's always good to be around other people, like people that cherish you just like you cherish them or whatnot. And it feels that void of just not having no one there for you. Alright, so moving on. Boss battles and burnouts. Recognize and defeating real life bosses like stress and anxiety. So I can tell you from first person point of view. I used to catch real bad anxiety when I went to class or whatnot, to where when I was smoking cigarettes at one point in time, I would have to go outside and smoke a cigarette because it'd be so much going on within the classroom, and then also with me being at a university, being around a lot of younger folks or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And then also with the stress, you know what I'm saying, I was stressed out because anybody that's been in the military that uses either the GI Bill or the Montgomery GI Bill, or using what I'm using right now, the VR and E, because I'm medically retired or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, it can become a little stressful when you see your grade go from a 98 to a 80, 70, or whatever the case may be, because we all have that fear of paying back. We don't want to pay back. We want to keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And we want to finish and get this degree or whatnot, because you know, like saying, like minor setbacks can be harmful than helpful or whatnot. You know what I mean? So sometimes you get burned out on it, but you have to recognize it, and then you be like, okay, this is hurting me, and I have to prepare for it. Just like how I said with the whole, you know what I'm saying, prep time, like Batman. All right, moving on. Side quest for self care. I really like this one. Treating wellness activities as rewarding mini bosses, mini monsters, mini missions. So taking out the small things, aka like when I beat so referring to Wuchon since that's the recent game I just beat. When I beat the my twin sister, the demon paintress, not paintress, shit, what is that? What is that damn name? The twin that comes out that fights you every time your madness builds up. I used to feel so good about beating her because we pretty much ran the same build or whatnot. So whenever she pops up, I beat her. But it's one time she pops up and she's actually a boss and she pulled out all the woodworks to box you out or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But I took pride in beating her. And matter of fact, I posted it on my I posted it. You know? So you know what I'm saying, those like just little minor steps rewarding you till you get to the bigger boss. Just like, you know what I'm saying, with real life. Rather if you accomplish a mini mission at your job or accomplish a mini mission at school or whatever the case may be, that it brings that enlightenment from within yourself to be like, okay, I tackled this, so I can do the next thing, you know what I'm saying? And that next thing may be the biggest scale, but you already did something. You already did side quests that's similar to that build up or whatever the case may be. All right, so moving along. Acknowledgement, achievement unlocked. Better sleep. So I still have a problem with this to this day. Sleep hygiene tips for late night gamers. So if you're like me, you like to play the game. Like for instance, with me, I play the game or whatever. We're gonna use last night. So last night, I got to the house around about 7 because you know my class. Tuesdays I'm in class from 8:30 all the way until 5. But being that I have to drive a certain distance, that you know what I'm saying, it's more so an hour and 30-minute drive from my house. Well, to my house from the school I was going to. And I made it to the house at 7 o'clock. I made me something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Real light. Bake some catfish and had some little pasta with it or whatever the case may be. And I played the game. So I didn't intend on being on the game until 2 o'clock in the morning. But I was on the game with my friends. Just like how I was stating about the whole co-op thing or whatever the case may be. And we played the game till 2 o'clock and we were playing Delta Force. We was wrecking and getting wrecked at the same time. But, you know what I'm saying, better sleep habits, you know what I'm saying. I need to try to get out the game at a certain point in time so I can at least get 6 to 8 hours of sleep so I can be refreshed in the morning so I can tackle the day. And then come do my homework, do everything I need to do, and then play the game or whatever the case may be. But, you know what I'm saying, just have better sleep habits, pretty much. Inventory check. Auditing your mental, emotional, and physical resources. So, you know how it is in games, right? Where you got potions to buff your body, you got potions to heal your body, and then you also have skill checks or whatever the case may be, to where you can put an attribute in intelligence or whatever, because you can do the same. You can put the attributes in your health and in your armor, your strength, all that. Apply that to real life also. You know what I'm saying? Always try to find tools to put in your bag to help you, to boost you or whatnot, so you can tackle what's going on that's up ahead or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You always want to have plans or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to boost you in any kind of way so you won't steal yourself back. Alright. So game over, try again. Overcoming failure without rage quitting life. So I rage naturally. You know what I'm saying? The big rage don't never hit me, but I rage naturally because, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's either I feel like I've been cheated or I talk bad about myself, fat finger muff, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And it's just a process of you not quitting. That's all it is. Don't quit. even with, like I say, referring back to me with school, I'm about to be 40 this year, and I'm going for game development, but I have to take computer science. And it's been times to where I'm like, man, this is too much. I don't know if I can do it or whatever the case may be. But I'm still pushing myself to do it. And also, that also applied with the social media content creator or whatnot, the YouTube and thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm not getting enough views or people not interacting with my content, whatever. I put out content and I feel like it's great. I feel like it's good, but the world tells me otherwise. But that's okay though. Keep on pushing and keep on moving, because you never know what can happen if you keep on moving. All right. And so, lastly, is what we're going to talk about, and we can finish. We're going to finish the other 10 in another episode, because I don't want to overwhelm everybody with my topics on how we can make things happen. Speed run to come. Quick stress relief techniques for busy schedules. So, what you need to do is find your happy. What that basically means is, right, find your happy place, and anything that you need to assist you, to help you or whatnot, to calm yourself down. Whatever makes you calm, it has to be legitimate though. Whatever makes you calm, go to that calming rest station. So by that way, you know what I'm saying, you won't feel anxiety, feel stress, feel overwhelmed, feel burnt out or whatnot. Come to a stopping point and do what you need to do for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's always best to remain calm, even in games or whatnot. Because if you ever played any hard games or games that have any kind of strategy or whatever the case may be, and if you noticed that if you get mad or rage out, you tend to lose more or whatever the case may be. That's why I always tell myself, relax, calm down or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get that little blood rush or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you don't need it. You don't need it at certain times. But when you do get that blood rush or whatnot, it comes in a matter of calmness or whatever the case may be. So, just think about that. And so, like I say, I hope y'all enjoyed this little segment. I'm not trying to keep y'all here too long, because I know real life takes effect and I gotta go to school in a minute or whatever the case may be. But I care about my gaming community, and I also care about all the gamers that like to game or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because the best way to beat stress is being in a fantasy world where you can do whatever you want to do in that game, because you can't do it in real life. And I hope this helps somebody. We're going to continue with it. I know I have fell back a little bit, whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, bonthagreat still got you. But until next time, this is bonthagreat signing out.